Peace and blessings be multiplied, man. It's your boy Zacharias coming at you. A quick one. Just want to start off like I always do. Always giving all praise and honor to our power, Abi Yahweh, and his son, Mashak Yahushua, giving us a chance to be kings and priests on this earth. Special shalom to my brothers out there in the house that always fighting a good fight. To my brothers and my sisters learning, coming in this truth. To the elders of Israel, teaching this truth, his statutes and laws, his commandments, how it is written. All right, this one's going into it closer in the end as we think, right? I'm gonna do a little spiel before I jump in it. It's going into like art, just tapping into history and bringing it all full circle to current events. I like history. History basically is written already. Current events and the future is fluid. It's ever changing, right? That's why we have prophecies to give us an idea what's gonna happen in the future. You know what I mean? So, like I was going in about current events as well, a lot of political landscapes going on, right? So I'm not no prophet, but I know I said back in 2020, Trump definitely is going to lose to Biden, right? Boom, that happened. So then, 4 years passed, whatever. Back in 2021, though, I did say Harris was going to take it. And that VP she got now is not going to be the VP. So then now when she came in with Sleepy Joe, right? She was being what for them 4 years, she was being nurtured on how to govern because she was a little young, a little experienced. So unlike Barack was more polished when he came in. So they said, you know what, we're gonna polish you up. So them 3 years, she learned how to govern the country. Remember, Sleepy Joe didn't even know what day it is. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think was running it? Her handlers, right? So she knows how to govern. I'm not rating her up on any type of level. I'm just putting it out there, right? On the spirit of discernment, right? So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna give you a quick rundown, jump into my story, right? She's gonna win, right? That's going into the last ruler of Babylon. The last ruler of Babylon was Queen Seramis, right? Who basically was from that region, Kush and all that stuff. She is a descendant, or not directly descendant of it, but spiritually, if you get what I'm saying, of that order of Babylon. Matter of fact, this whole system is a Babylonian system. The money, right? The money that we spend is from it's from gold and silver. That's why you feel good when you have money. You know what I'm saying to you? That's why when you get rid of money or you spend money, you feel weak or you feel down spirited and people feel depressed because you're getting rid of energy. Right? It's not no fiat currency. What they did was they took the paper derivative of gold and silver and they did a form of a ritual that they put it out there in the atmosphere and made more derivatives of gold and silver. Going back to the Harris thing, right? She's going to pick VP, right? Because Sleepy Joe coming whether next month, which is September, or the month after that, he's going to pack it up. They're going to swear her in. She's going to be the first female president. She's going to take somebody that's already in the administration to be her VP, not the one running now. This is going to get real tricky, right? Trump and all that ain't going to win. What you had was 8 years of Barack polarizing the left and demonizing the right. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Trump come in, polarize the right, demonize the left. You have the ultimate powder keg that they want. It's at the apex, right, of confusion. And she's the match to light it all in, right? Talk about civil war going down. Because what she's going to do, she's going to ban all the guns, right? She's going to come in, ban the guns, ban this, ban that, right? Clamp down on freedom of speech, clamp down on even brothers out there in the street corners preaching. Remember I said this. You know what I'm saying to you today, well, this is going to come out tomorrow, but it's August 24th, 2024, all right? So what I'm getting into is civil war, powder keg. That war in the Middle East is going to rampantly escalate. It may not even have an election, I'm saying to you, but if it does, she's going to win regardless. That's already written in there. They need chaos, right? They want to sacrifice America, Babylon. So remember what it says in the book of Revelation, the 17th chapter. All right, it wasn't in the forecast, but I'm going to get it for y'all. All right, Salakio for a sec right here. Give me one moment. 17, and I think it's at 12. All right, and Revelation 17 and 12. And the 10 kings which thou sawest are 10 kings which have deceived no kingdom as of yet, but receive power as kings, one out with the beast. The beast is the United States, right? Verse 13. These have one mind and shall give power and strength unto the beast which they have, right? These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is the Lord of lords and the kings of kings, and they are with him are called and chosen and faithful. You understand? So before the Mashiach returns, all power has to return to the 10 kings. We know that as what? That European Union over there, right? And basically, the United States at the time will be weakened. Because remember, there's another scripture that goes into what? These 10 kings will waste the whore, right? So by the time that happens, all power will be in British, or I should say, European rule. We may be trading in European dollars at that time. That's a real telltale sign that we're close to the end. When you see the whole economic system goes back to euro. That's a real telltale sign right there, brothers and sisters. All right, so that's my little spiel. I mean, I could go on longer, but I'm just going to jump into the video. So start off with this precept first. I like this precept. All right, Psalm 17 and then 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, right? Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, right? The riches, the wealth, the glamour, the glitz, that's their portion in this life, because there's another life to come, right? And whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. Now we're about to get into some hidden treasures. Now this is spiritual as well, but we got to bet some hidden treasures. That's what we're tapping into in the video to come. They are filled with children and leave the rest of their substance to their babies, which is the generations, right? As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I wake with thy likeness. All right. So I'm gonna dive into this video and show y'all, basically our records and how they keep our records and what happens to a lot of our records, and that's why there's so much arguing about who are the original Israelites and stuff. That's why they don't use the word Israelites, they use the word Jewish. Because if you understand any type of psychology, which is a spiritual in nature, if I'm sleeping and someone is calling me Jack, yo Jack, I'm not gonna wake up. If someone is saying, yo Urias or Zacharias, I'm gonna like, okay, so that's why they don't use that word, right? That's why they use another word, because if they kept saying the word Israel, it starts to wake up the bones. Them dry bones that the Lord spoke about in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, that was asleep, is going to get flesh, because they're going to hear the word, they're going to turn back to their power, keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, and arise. All right, so check this video out and do some elaboration on it afterwards. Now, when they say there's no archaeology, you're about to see some hardcore archaeology right here. And I'm going to show you what happens to a lot of our records and why there's so much confusion. Take a listen.
Samsun'da İl Jandarma Komutanlığı ekipleri Antalya'dan Samsun'a giden 5 şüphelinin bulunduğu aracı takip aldı. Ve şüphelilerin araçları Canik ilçesi girişinde durduruldu.
Northern Turkey carried out a security operation on Friday, seizing an ancient Torah engraved in gold, local media have reported. Police were reportedly tipped off about the ancient religious document, believed to be between 2,000 and 2,500 years old.
Yeah, the time frame on that one. That's the menorah right there.
And seized it after stopping 2 suspect vehicles, one of them carrying the Torah. Footage of police rifling through the trunk of one of the vehicles has been aired by multiple networks, with an officer finding the 19-page Torah written on deerskin leather and placed in a decorative box.
Deerskin leather. Look at the kind of stuff our ancestors wrote on.
Wrapped in a simple plastic bag wedged into a cloth bag. 5 suspects have been detained in connection with the incident. Turkish authorities are known to actively pursue black marketeers peddling religious artifacts. Last year, police seized a Hebrew Bible worth about $1 million on the basis of a hot tip.
Now, you hear that kind of money. And you know why? Because we were all throughout that land. All throughout that land.
The Bible was reportedly smuggled into the country after being stolen from a museum in Aleppo, Syria. In 2018, security forces in western Turkey seized a separate Hebrew Bible worth $2.5 million.
Good night. But this is fairy tale stuff though. And let me tell you what's going down, brothers and sisters. Let me just summarize this quick fast. A lot of our records will never see the light of day because one, they have basically these independent agents searching for our records that's bringing it back to UNESCO, Cheyenne Mountain, Nevada again, and they just bury it. And then you have independent contractors searching for these records for their own collection. So by the time they arguing about the King James Version, this and that, they got all different types of historical records, pure historical as is written when we was those captivities, Assyrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity, the Persian captivity. All our records are scattered there because this is what our people did. Our people always wrote down stuff and kept it and buried it. And some of them ran, it fell, it was hid, all of it, right? So just to let y'all know, don't let nobody fool y'all and let y'all think this is some type of, oh yeah, I just want to claim to fame. Our records are the most searched out records on the face of the earth. You see anybody doing that with the Quran or the Torah or anything like that? No. They doing that with these ancient Hebraic records, right? All right, brothers and sisters, read this one right here. John 14:26. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things. Like all these records and stuff is for our learning. It's to increase our faith. Faith comes from the Latin word confide, which means to know. And I'll bring things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So don't be troubled or afraid for none of these things about to transpire on this earth. Ye have heard now, I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If ye love me, ye will rejoice, because I have said, I go to the Father, for my Father is greater than I. As for the Christians talking about Christ is the Most High. No, Christ is a God, not the God. Ye simple ones. Verse 29. And now I have told you before it come to pass, that when it come to pass, ye might believe. That's right. All right, let's dive into this book and close it out. All right, brothers and sisters, let's tap in right here. Our Living Bible. I didn't write this. Case written by two rabbis, Michael Avi Yonah and Emil, I believe that's Grelin. I might be butchering it. It's a little etched out. All right, that's it right here. These are the people that illustrated. Jerusalem, Israel, copyright and all that good stuff. Let's see what's in this. Brothers and sisters. Because we like to steal identity because we don't know who we are, right? So let's see these ancient records that's up on these tombs when they went doing the excavation, right? These are some of the records they are allowed to come out. You can imagine what they have? Let's see who this is. So Joseph found favor in his sight and attended him, and he made him overseer over his house, right? The blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in his house and the field. So that's Genesis 39:4-5. That's Joseph right there. Dig what I'm saying? It looked like Raheem up the block, blacker than Ace of Spades. And it's not a black and white thing. We just showing the color matches the melanin of the people then and the melanin of the people now. And that's what we tapping into. This painting is from where? Painting from the tomb of Nekit, 15th century. What we doing? We shall overcome. And that's what they did. They got all our records while we were asleep, picking cotton, docile, learned it all, because you can't lie unless you know the truth, right? But we identity extremists because we don't have an identity. Yeah, because you guys hid it. And we got to go digging looking for it. Like the Bible said, you guys seek me 10 times. Let's get some more, right? Who this? Let's see who this is. Painting from the tomb of Rickmeyer, 15th century, right? And they made their lives bitter and hard service with more than brick. Exodus 1:14. Let's see who they made their lives bitter at. And who that, man? Who are these people? Like, are you kidding me? Like, come on, man. Like, what are we even talking about here? And brothers and sisters, that's all I got for now. See y'all next time. Be the Lord's will. Love y'all. Peace and blessings. Coming in some tribulous times. But the Lord will deliver us with his mighty hands to the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessing multiply upon y'all. I love y'all. It's boy Zachariah. Shalom.